PRC, quality service since 1972. Repairing TVs, console stereos, electronic musical instruments, pinball machines, arcade games, and more. Call 836-0454.
This is James Spann. This is the afternoon Weather Extreme video. This is for Wednesday, the 22nd day of October. Beautiful today, but big changes coming up. Big rain event Friday, and the coldest air so far this season. Now looks like it will blow in here early next week with potential for a widespread frost and a lot of folks hitting the freezing mark. We'll talk about that. Let's go right to some Skycam shots today. What a beautiful day. Downtown Birmingham looking north from the top of the Daniel Building, a cloudless October sky. Down in Shelby County, weather nice there on Highway 280. That's the Inverness Skycam on top of the Wingate Inn. And down in Sumter County in West Alabama, that's the Skycam on the campus of the University of West Alabama. And again, a bright sunny day. But boy, look at that storm out there across the nation's heartland. A whopper of a storm. That is a blizzard for parts of Kansas and Nebraska. And that's going to produce a lot of rain for Alabama before the week is over. You can see the cold air streaming in behind that thing with temperatures only in the 30s, low 30s around Denver. And again, underneath that cold core, we've got 30s where a heavy snow is expected tonight into tomorrow morning. In fact, there's your blizzard warning for northwestern Kansas around Goodland, a winter storm warning up into Nebraska, and wind advisories all up and down the plain states there from the South Plains of Texas up into the Black Hills of South Dakota. Convective outlook, there's a slight risk of severe weather for the rest of this afternoon and tonight through parts of northeastern Texas and southeast Oklahoma. And as we've mentioned this week, we don't expect any severe weather here because the low-level air will be stable Friday because of a cool easterly flow. But rain, yeah. That's the expected rain through Monday morning of next week, and that is suggesting 1 inch, possibly 1.5 inches in spots. And I do think it's going to be a good, steady, soaking rain. Tomorrow night, it could rain all day Friday, with the rain lingering into Friday night before we see drier air for the weekend. And quickly in the tropics, pretty quiet. That disturbance there in the central Atlantic is non-tropical. So let's go to the modeling. This is the GFS, valid at 1 o'clock tomorrow, 1 o'clock Thursday. And what more can you say? What an upper-level low that's sitting over Kansas. Down below that, showers will be west of here during the day, and the GFS hinting that some of the showers could ease into West Alabama tomorrow afternoon. We note those extremely low thickness values again over Nebraska and Kansas where snow is likely. And we also note a 1,036 millibar chilly high over Canada, or rather on New York, really up on the Canadian border. And that's going to send down some cooler air tomorrow coming in from the east, the wedge. So highs will likely drop into the 60s, and then Friday, that's our rain day. Very good dynamic support from the upper level feature there. At the surface, it's just going to rain pretty much all day long. And we might stay in the 50s all day with that cool easterly flow. So a cool, wet, soaking rain on Friday. And again, that rain could linger into Friday night. Hopefully it will be over in time for high school football. I sure can't guarantee that. Plan on rain. Saturday, the trough begins to rotate northeast down below that. We are in the dry slots, so that looks dry. And again, if you've got some football games you're interested in, take a look at the map, and that's the expected weather at 1 o'clock Saturday afternoon. For the Alabama-Tennessee game up in Knoxville, they're going to be under the cold core trough. They might see a few showers. Don't think it'll be a big rain event. And the coldest air aloft might stay a little north of Gatlinburg. That might reduce any chance of snowflakes for the Smokies. But still, based on the strength of that thing, I would not be shocked if some parts of the Great Smokies, especially the high elevations, did see some snow before the whole thing is over. And Sunday should be a beautiful day, but look at the cold air to the north with that next front. And then Monday, a very deep trough forms over the east. The cold front comes all the way through. Monday looks like a very chilly day. If this is right, highs only in the 50s. A strong north wind. That's a 1,038 millibar high north of Dallas. And you think that looks cold. Look at the European. Goodness gracious. I mean, the gates to the Yukon are open. So now that we got a good agreement with the European and the GFS, you got to believe that Tuesday morning the bottom drops out. Now we'll look at Tuesday, and again you can see we've still got a north wind going there. So who knows, it might be Wednesday. But Tuesday or Wednesday morning, I think we go way down in the 30s, potential for a freeze, an excellent possibility of widespread frost. But for some folks, the growing season will be wrapping up next week. And Wednesday, that thing is right on top of us. And Wednesday morning might be the coldest morning, but both Tuesday and Wednesday, I think we go well down in the 30s with some 20s for the colder valleys. How about that? And at the end of the forecast period, November 7th, got a fast flow, a northwest flow aloft here, and that looks dry. But again, we all know that that's pure voodoo out there. But it looks like the weather should be pretty active as we start November, which we do expect, and that's the beginning of the fall tornado season here. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog, alabamawx.com. If you're watching this on YouTube or iTunes, the next video posted by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. And, of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News in Birmingham at 5, 6, and 10. Again, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful evening, and God bless.
Weather.